Lace, one of the best parts of Hollow Knight Silksong, in my opinion, and I am here in the Cogwork Core because this is the area right before you go fight Lace the second time, right before the end of Act 2 in Hollow Knight Silksong. Now, Lace 2 is a fight that I thought was decently hard the first time I went through it. I still think it's pretty difficult. She's very quick, she does double damage with most of her attacks, and realistically, you can get there without all the upgrades you need. I only have my base health right now. But it was recently discovered on the Hollow Knight speedrunning Discord by a user named Constructive Cynicism that there is a way to AI loop Lace by upslashing her over and over again. Now, when he discovered this on Discord, he was kind of doing so while messing around and looking for different kind of interactions, so he had cheats on. I wanted to see if this AI loop was for real and if it was really viable in a normal gameplay of Hollow Knight Silksong. And I think you'll be happy to see my results, ladies and gentlemen. And if you like this video and the others I make, please subscribe for more content like this. I am out here now in front of the entrance to Lace's boss fight. And one thing I want to point out before I show you what the loop actually looks like and what you can do is that this loop can be done regardless of what nail upgrade you are at. Needle upgrade, sorry. My current Hornet's needle is upgraded twice. Please ignore the crying baby. This is just a file that I had the parasite in. But yeah, I have the shining needle. But you could come here with no needle upgrades, and this ability, this loop, would still allow you to absolutely demolish Lace if done right. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to do it right. And it is a sight to behold, let me tell you. Beautiful thing, isn't it? Except you see, it's not quite beautiful enough. I took damage twice there, and I should have taken damage no times. So I'm not going to let Lace get the satisfaction. I'm going to come back with a better attempt, one which I will explain to you how that just happened. Here we are. So, part of the reason this loop is so strong is if you come fight Lace after the first time you've challenged her, she is laying down and you can just walk right up next to her. Now, the spacing can be tight. If you walk too close to her, you'll get hit. So try to keep around the same distance as you can see in this video, where your cloak is touching her, but your head should not be touching her. Now, the easiest way to do this is the way I'm doing it, where you do it 3 times in a row, and your third hit will knock her into the abyss, which means you can't really loop her after that, because the only way that I can consistently see this looping her AI is if you did it from the beginning, or if you do it after she's staggered. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter, you can only do it 3 times, because by the time you've knocked her into the abyss, she is basically dead, and all you really need to do to not take damage at that point is just, I guess, lock in. Lace got absolutely obliterated that attempt. She did not lay a finger on me. This is how you damage list this fight. And more so than that, I wanted to point out that in Hollow Knight Silksong, you have people who speedrun the game, like BlueSR, who is fantastic and is getting the world record constantly. And in his any percent world record, you have to fight Lace 2 very often, so he's very good at fighting her. Now, in this video, you see, I believe, the most recent world record he has achieved in any percent, at least from what I saw on his YouTube channel. And you're seeing his Lace fight right here. His Lace fight lasts around 1 minute, and that is a phenomenal time, both for him and for anyone else playing this game. However, consider that it doesn't use any kind of looping, which may or may not be allowed in speedrunning, but if it is allowed in speedrunning, that time could be made much shorter, because compared to this video, the last fight I did against Lace took around 35 seconds. And you can check the YouTube timeline if I might be off by a couple seconds, but that's around what I saw. So that's around 25 seconds saved on the world record speedrun. Now, like I said, this might be considered a glitch, but it's still pretty cool. One final thing I want to show about Lace 2 is what would happen if you don't get the perfect setup, like you would in a speedrun. You could enter the fight on a rematch and simply miss your looping, or in a speedrun, you won't even get the opportunity to loop, because you're going to be entering from a cutscene, and after the cutscene, Lace won't pick up her pin. She'll just straight up attack you, and you'll have no chance. So, what do you do if your initial looping has failed you against Lace? Well, you can try and get it looping started when you're fighting her normally, but I haven't really been able to accomplish that. What I have been able to accomplish is looping her after she is staggered. Getting her staggered puts her in a similar state at the beginning of the fight where she can't move, and as you can see, she's never going to be able to move again until she is dead. Of course, this is a fight of mistakes, so you could always make a mistake and retry, but the point is the option is there. And the final thing I wanted to cover in this video is, what about Lost Lace? I am here in the Abyss with my 100% completed save file, just to see if Lost Lace can be cheesed and put into the dirt, making probably the hardest boss in this game the easiest boss. Now, I came into this with quite high hopes. Lost Lace, in many ways, is basically the same as previous fights against her. However, in the most important ways, she is not. And you will see what I mean very shortly. But to begin with, you cannot loop her from the beginning, because you can never enter the fight against her in anything other than a cutscene. So, she will not be frozen picking up her pin with you able to attack her. So at that point I figured, well, I could try looping her mid-fight, as I did with Lace 2. But that didn't really work in Lace 2, and it doesn't really work here. At this point, I questioned if it was possible to loop her after staggering her, much like Lace 2. But as you're going to see in a bit, there is a reason that doesn't work with this Lace fight, and the main reason is her mobility. All other Lace fights have Lace running around the screen and jumping. She doesn't have the ability to teleport into the void as this Lace does. And the problem with this ability to teleport in the void is that, as you could see right there, just by doing the upward slash, she chooses to disappear. She is not locked in animations at pretty much any point in time, because it seems like part of her AI is that upon being hit, she has the ability to just teleport away. Whereas previous Laces could just stand there stuck while they're being juggled, this one will always have the option to move out of the way. So sadly, for all you true ending or 100% speedrunners out there, I don't think this loop is possible on Lost Lace. I am very, very willing to be proven wrong. I would be overjoyed to be proven wrong in this matter, but I just don't see it being there just because of how different Lost Lace is to her previous iterations. And I didn't test it. I'm certain you can do this on Lace 1. I don't know who cares about Lace 1 at this point. I'm sorry. I just have to tell the truth here. But I think this is the definitive proof that Void is and always will be stronger than Silk, as if the game didn't tell you that well enough throughout the story. Thank you everyone for watching. Everyone who saw this video and learned that this was a thing, please go out and have fun. Whether you're a speedrunner or not, go out, have fun breaking the game wide open. It's one of my favorite things to bring to video games, to find in video games, and I hope it is one of your favorite things to learn as well. Have a good day, everyone.